We're getting breaking news that several people have been found dead. They were shot dead, in fact, in a town in northern Switzerland. Now, according to police sources, the residents heard shots in the town of Wuerenlingen late last night. The police was alerted, who found several dead lying outside and in the house. All the dead reportedly are adults. Police is still working to identify these people or the circumstances or the possible motive of the shooting. This is a report that's coming in from Switzerland, where several adults were found dead. The shooting incident was reported from Wuerenlingen in northern Switzerland. What we understand is that the residents alerted the police late last night to shots that they heard. When the police arrived at the scene, they say that several people were found dead outside the building and several inside. The exact number of casualty figure has not been quoted by the police. They do not know at this moment the circumstances under which the shootout has been carried out or the motive behind the shooting spree that appears to have taken place in a northern town of Switzerland. It was a deadly shootout which has left several dead. Remember, this is the version of the police. They are not putting a finger at the moment at the number of casualties exactly. They are just saying that several adults were found dead outside the building, several inside the house. The shooting took place late last night in Switzerland, in a northern town of Switzerland, which goes by the name of Wuerenlingen. And the residents in that area heard the shots. That's when they alerted the police. When the police arrived at the scene, they saw a number of dead bodies lying outside the building and several inside the house. Now, there is no clarity on why this shooting happened. What was the motive behind the shooting? Whether the person or the people who were responsible for the shooting have been caught dead, or were they killed as well in this incident? The police is keeping mum on all those aspects at the moment, only confirming two people in Switzerland that there has been a case of a deadly shootout in a northern town in Switzerland, which has left several people dead, and they have identified all these people dead as only adults for the time being. Let's move on now. Many are feared dead in an accident in Uttarakhand in India. According to reports, a taxi fell into the Bhagirathi River near Chamilaya in Uttarkashi district. The taxi, which was a jeep, was travelling to Ghansali from Chamilaya, and just 5 bodies in fact have been recovered at this point. 2 have been seriously injured, but the rescue teams are around the Bhagirathi River trying to rescue more people. This incident took place when a taxi that was a jeep that was plying as a taxi between Ghansali and Chamilaya fell into the Bhagirathi River in Uttarkashi district. There were several people on that taxi, is what we understand, about 10 to 12 people on that taxi. 5 bodies have been recovered so far from the Bhagirathi River, because remember, this taxi fell into the river. 2 people have been seriously injured who have been helped by the rescue team, but several others are still missing. Rescue efforts are on at the moment. This taxi fell into the Bhagirathi River while it was on its way to Ghansali from Chamilaya. Dilip Singh Rathore is now joining us with more details. Dilip, take us through the efforts being made to rescue people who were in that taxi which fell into the Bhagirathi River.
The rescue is on till now, and there were more than 15 people who were in the jeep, and 5 people dead. 5 dead bodies are recovered. 10 people are serious injured. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. 5 people are serious injured. Yes.
Okay, and have these 5 people been rushed to a hospital?
Yes, they are in the hospital now. And they're treated by the doctors.
And the rescue team fears that there could be more people in the Bhagirathi River. They are trying to rescue them at this point?
Yes, they are trying to rescue more people. But if we talk about other people, they are swept away in the river.
That's rather unfortunate. Dilip, also, is the police saying anything about how the accident could have taken place?
The jeep was coming from Chamiala to Ghansali, and it was the Barat. It was the Barat. They were going in a marriage ceremony, and hello.
All right, an unfortunate incident there taking place in Uttarkashi of an accident of a marriage party that was on its way to a wedding ceremony, and what we understand is that the taxi, which was a jeep, fell into the Bhagirathi river. 5 bodies have been recovered. There are another 5 people who were injured and who have been rushed to the hospital.